And she, I think, genuinely is having so much fun watching all the actors do their thing.
Another interesting note is, of course, we see nothing besides the color pink in the movie, to the point where the production team actually used every possible drop of paint that was given to them, and it still wasn't enough.
A few years ago, our school burst on the international education scene in Warsaw.
This is like the product of so many discussions and so many references, and I can't even tell you the meetings we've had about pink. We like sat with all these different kinds of pinks and we were like, what is the pink and how do the pinks interact?
We also get a look at the music and what it means for the film.
What Mark Ronson has done with the music in this film is unbelievable. Music's always that really fun thing that usually it's kind of like icing the cake. You make the cake and then at the end you're like, oh, it gets even better when we ice it. But that doesn't even begin to cover what Mark Ronson's done.
And when you look at the behind the scenes of the Barbie dream house, I think some of us forgot how the playhouses were made. Obviously you couldn't really play with it if it had 4 walls and you couldn't reach or see inside of it. So they made it a very open scale to the point when Barbie wakes up with only 3 walls and can see her neighbors who are in similar built houses.
You can see Barbie has a pretty amazing view of Barbie Land from here. And she can see where all her friends are, Barbie Emma's house, Barbie Anna's house, Barbie Alex's house, and over there is where Skipper and Midge live in little Skipper's treehouse thing.
Taking inspiration from Palm Springs mid-century modernism, they've created a whimsical fuchsia pink fantasy where slides replace stairs and there's not a wall in sight.
Getting a blue sky, we're painting white clouds on it, and when you light them, you can light them into these intense colors. So you can light pink and orange from the bottom, and blue from the top. You can really go kind of expressionistic with it.
My favorite design feature is obviously the slide that goes to the pool. And now we do a whole bit in Barbie's day where she slides down the pool to go down and have her breakfast.
John Cena was a cast member for this film, and we even got a behind-the-scenes look at his character. I was blown away with the concept. I think it's going to be a movie that all audiences enjoy. I think it's going to be a movie that invokes conversation, and I think it's going to be beautifully and visually appealing, Cena said.
Kind of joyful experience, you know, and it's hella fun.
Apparently he was cast as a mermaid, and Margot Robbie asked him to be in the film, and he was up for any sort of role.
While we were shooting in London, I ran into him at a restaurant and we'd worked together before, and I was like, actually I ran into him because I went to pay the bill and they were like, John Cena already took care of it. And I was like, what? Shooting at Leavesden where we shot the film as well. And I was like, that's why we're shooting Barbie. And I was like, do you want to come be a merman in Barbie? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, surely he's not going to agree to it just like that.
And Ryan Gosling revealed the reason why he agreed to play Ken.
This is the photo. You took a photo of it, and this is a sign